Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today I'm going to test out a new way to sharpen chains on my chainsaw. So I did a video last week on sharpening with the steel 2-in-1 file, and I still have the chain on here from that. I haven't used it again, so it should still be sharp from hand filing it. So we're going to set up a base time for how long it takes to cut this log. Then we're going to go in, I'll show you the new sharpener, we'll sharpen the chain, and we'll cut this same log in the same way and see how it compares as far as how quickly it's cutting between a hand filed chain and a chain that's filed with this bench grinder. So should be a good test. Generally with these tests, I like to start the saw, let it run for a full minute, and then start cutting. Just kind of let it warm up. How long was that? 45 seconds? That felt really slow as I was doing it. Felt like it wasn't cutting well. So I was pushing the saw. Show you the chips off of it. Now, I hate to even do this, but I can't sharpen a chain that's already sharp, so I'm gonna cut through a piece of wood and let the saw hit the dirt, and we'll dull it up and try it. So I just stuck this chain in the dirt. It should be really dull. Let's see how it does. Okay, so after sticking the chain in the dirt, we had 40 seconds for one cut, so you'd be looking at 80 seconds, and it was 45 with the hand filed chain. Let's go take a look at this grinder. There are two main types of grinders used to sharpen chainsaws. You have the type with the small rotary bit, and then you've got the vertical, like a chop saw type of grinding wheel. I decided to go with this style, and the most popular brand that makes one of these is Oregon, but the Oregon version is about $400, and to me it's just not worth that on something to sharpen chains. So I got one off Amazon that's just over $100. It's the same design. Hopefully it works out well. So it's pretty simple really. I'll zoom in and show you how it works. I've got this temporarily mounted right here because I'm not sure where I want to put it, but it just bolts down or screws down to this. Then you have a little reference guide that shows you, you look on this reference guide at what type of chain you have, and this is a 3/8 0.63 thickness chain, and based on that it tells you an angle to set this head at, the head pivots. So you set that, and then it has another angle here, both just twist knobs, And so mine's at 35 degrees here and 60 degrees here. Once I set those, you've got a clamp right here. You set your chain in, you can clamp it down like this. And you've got this tool right here that adjusts in and out, and the back of your cutting tooth will go up against that, and then you clamp it down here. So this tooth goes the other way. So we'll come around here, put it up against it, clamp it down, and set it until it touches. So this tooth needs to come in just a little bit to touch. Okay, so we're touching right there. I'm going to go just past that, so it's going to remove more material. And that's basically all it is. So you take this loose, skip one, go to your next tooth, slide back against it, lock it down, and grind. So I've been experimenting with this chain here, but we're actually going to take the chain off of the saw we were just using, put that in here, and use that. So I guess I could have left the camera on for that, but all I do is take this knob here loose, rotate this around, and now it's set for the other side. I didn't even adjust the depth or anything. Pretty quick and easy once you find out what these settings are going to be. Okay, so we're going to test that out, see how long it takes to make the same cut. The only caveat here is that didn't do anything to the depth gauges, rakers, depth gauges, whatever you prefer to call them. So it's going to be slightly less aggressive of a cut right now than it was before. But I've never dealt with this type of sharpening tool, so I don't know how it's going to cut. was that?
38.
I'm gonna say, I didn't really think it felt faster, but it was. First time it took 44 seconds for 2 cuts. Dull chain was 80 seconds for 2 cuts. Machine sharpened chain, 38. So, sharpening that chain with the grinder was a little bit faster, a little bit easier, and it cut a little bit faster. So, between those two choices, I would rather use the grinder. So that's what I'll be doing from now on. If you're interested in a grinder like the one I just used, I'll put a link in the description. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.